I'm realising I forgot something small. I.e. this bit. Oop. Some properly old school mean platforming. It's important because here is another enhancement patch. And now we only have one more section of the game left to do. So the Pastel Horizon is the kind of route to the afterlife for kind of stray ghosts. Particularly for stray ghosts that seem to have kind of complex relationships to home or to their concept of home. Anyway, Tremulators. The past is a fable, the future a dream. Only the present exists. Is that correct? The dying tree slowly stretches and points its branches. Points them over in this direction. False. The present is but a bitter spawn of past and future, a mix of memory against expectation, a pleasant cocoon against chaos and nothingness. And off it goes. I think I'll have to digest what the Tremuloids say kind of on my own time. It's a bit dense, but so even the present is lost to us, then there is nothing left but to fade away. Off it goes. False. Ha 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 ha. We asked for bread and father gave us a stone. So be it. No longer shall we suffer the timid illusion of reality. Past and future alike shall we seize for our own pleasure. Here we go. I think this is the last one. Nova. The air is thick with the presence of nanodust. Nova, sparklets being blah blah blah. And off we go! This will not be a standard cleaning. So I think the Tremuloids are kind of rehearsing the dialectic of the game in a very allegorical way. But we're back in the Nexus, and now the right path is open, which leads us back to the Outer Sands North. And now we can go this way. brings us here. A dusty tome sits upon the pedestal, permeating the musty room with a grave and reverent aura. Nova feels a potential for connection with her new nanospark. Fatum Novae, Armour of Destiny. Press any button to start. There's a button. 1. Once there was a mighty king named Erithros who ruled New Theeland with wisdom and strength. Beneath his steady hand the kingdom prospered, and he was loved by all. 2. One day the fearsome dragon lord Dustra awoke from his ancient slumber. From the mouth of his cavern he surveyed the kingdom and grew jealous of its happiness and wealth. 3. Lord Dustra flew to the castle and laid siege to it. Many brave knights set out to slay Lord Dustra, but all of them perished. Grieved by the suffering of his people, King Erithros donned the armour of destiny and set out to face the dragon. 4. King Erithros swung the sword of purity at the Lord Dustra. The magical blade struck true and cleaved the dragon's nigh impermeable scales. 5. Blow after blow King Erithros lay upon the dragon. But Lord Dustra was cunning. He aimed for the armour of destiny with his massive claws, swiping away the breastplate, boots and shield. 6. With Erithros disarmed, Lord Dustra at last slew the king with a final burst of flame. Weakened but victorious, Lord Dustra flew back to his cavern, clutching the armour of destiny. 7. After the battle, Prince Leuco, the heir to the throne, fell under a mysterious curse and turned to stone. 8. With no king to guide them, the kingdom fell into darkness, awaiting the day foretold when the Prince Leuco, the white blood cell, would return to bring peace and prosperity back to New Theeland. So that's the lore. Queen. I'm the queen. And that's all she says. Artery says, I am the wizard Artery. With my magics I have summoned you here that you might fulfill the prophecy. Nova, you have heard our woeful tale, but many do not know. When Lord Dustra flew off, so wounded was he that he dropped the armour of destiny, piece by piece across New Theeland. Mayhap the armour of destiny, once reunited in full, will have the power to lift the curse upon Prince Leuco, that he might defeat Lord Dustra once and for all, and restore peace to New Theeland. Please, Nova, search far and wide, bring the armour of destiny to this chamber, place the pieces upon their pedestals, and save New Theeland. King Leuco has been turned to stone. Only once the armour of destiny is placed upon the 4 pedestals will he return to normal. Noel says, ever since the king died, the balance has been lost. There are so many powerless people in the world. To restore balance, we need a ruler with truly great power. Ah, how I miss the king. Truly a great man. We knights shall keep the peace until the prince awakens. A strange sculpture of a staircase sits in the centre of the hall. It doesn't appear to lead anywhere. Perhaps it represents the futility of climbing upwards within a fundamentally unjust system. Only nobles allowed in here. Oh, 1,000 pardons, Lady Nova. Artery told us to let you wander freely. Truly, our lives are marked by rustic beauty, each day suffused with immediacy and primal emotion. Unusually large-legged bird, perched atop roast vegetables. A wedge of aged cheese with pungent aroma. Ah, a crusty bread of stone-milled flour. Nobles. The Foolish Facade by Jess Kitten. Chapter 1. Everyone believed that the court jester was truly a fool. Wisely, Jax Katrine preferred it that way. All the better to keep her enemies in the dark. Soon enough, everyone would realise how wrong they were. Soon they would be sorry. Jax Katrine smiled. Jester Kitten says, I am the court jester. I play the fool for the amusement of the court. I bet you'd never guess that beneath this foolish facade lies a deep well of intellect. I have self-published 3 novels. Which, obviously, on the bookcase is one of them. Lady Nova, we knights are a proud order, dedicated to justice, but without the guiding star of a true king, the occasional knight has fallen into confusion and vice, or so I have heard. Please fulfill the prophecy. I don't know why this, smooth jazz green sleeves that's the main music for this island gets to me so much, but it has something to do with the dog yapping at the end of the loop. Peasant. Hi Nova, I see you somehow conveniently have a map of New Theeland. Are you wondering why you can't see where you are on it? Well, it's a map, that's why. It's okay though, just look for landmarks to figure out where you are. So yes, on the map here, we don't get to see where we are. Oh, dang, I need to do something quickly. There will be a short intermission. Because I need to go and unload my dust. So I have to admit, the New Theeland section, this Dust Dragon section that I'm in at the moment, I'm less clear how to read it than most of the other sections. Especially as far as thinking about like the meaning of the dust and so on. It's a cool little adventure game sequence. I'm going to have a lot of fun with it. And I think I can remember the solution to the one really difficult bit, or quote-unquote difficult. The one bit that requires thought. But it's, I mean, obviously it's doing some sort of fairly basic satirical things with kind of tropes of old game design. And there is some great, like the stairs is a great joke. I'm not gonna deny that. And there's a few other nice tricks coming up. But wrong way. It's also, to my mind at least, the most video gamey bit. Randall says, "Goodbye, Nova." Lol, I bet you are expecting me to say hello, weren't you? I don't like to be predictable like that. How nice to encounter you here, Nova. Guess what's on my head? It's a birthday cake. Lol, so random, right? Aha! I'm wearing a boot on my hand. Lol, you just never know what I'm gonna do next, do you? Am I too random for you? So yeah, like, what have we got here? Knight, where are you taking this artifact? I found it in the woods. I just thought it was neat. I must confiscate it. You are hereby fined 30 coin. For a paperclip. An illicit paperclip. It's a yoke robe. Oh, hello, Nova. You may not remember me. I was the first yoke robe to greet you back in the Yoke of Yummy. I must admit, I was a bit starstruck back then. I don't really go in for heroes much anymore, but I am very glad to see you. This sure is an interesting land, isn't it? There's so much to see for a small-town girl like me. It's not all sunshine and roses, but the yoke has its problems too, once you dug a little past the soft, quilted surface. Would you like to spend some time with me, Nova? Feel free to meet me at the Overlook just west of the castle. And we shall do so, once we've explored the village. I'm here to protect the shop. What kind of lowlife would steal during these dark days? I can't wait to bust a rotten thief. Shopkeep, you don't mind if I quaff this potion, do you? It's been a long day of justice.
Not at all, sir.
So, that kind of thief, basically.
Good day, Nova. Please let me refill your stock of healing potions, and of course we must upgrade your armour for the difficult road ahead.
Nova gained 12 potions. Nova gained +6 defense. Oops, Nova dropped the potions on the ground. While she's apologising for the mess, all the animals in the world decide to work out at the gym and gain +6 attack. Video games. Keep says, the cost is 2 metacoin to stay at my inn. If this is agreeable, please converse with the bed. Wait, never mind, bed is out of service. Okay, those are the parrots, we'll get to the parrots. Sigh, protecting the town is small potatoes. Back in the glory days, we went on noble quests all across New Theeland.
It's fun to dream of adventure and glory. But it's also fun to see the people in your ordinary life and love them. The knights go on about how difficult life is with the king gone, but life has never been easy for us. We've tried to create a free potion exchange, but the knights always shut us down. I think they'd rather lock people up.
Notice the AKAB, all knights are bastards. Ah, you startled me. How are you doing today? Enjoying your freedom of speech, which I am in support of? He's definitely spying on them. Trying to make sure I don't miss anyone before we go and see Yokwander. Yokwander. Here we are.
Nova, I'm so glad you made it. I'd love to show you the view. Would you like to hold hands?
Absolutely hold hands.
Okay, hey, Nova, you and I are both outsiders in this realm. They say that the kingdom has fallen without a king. It's true that there is much hardship, but I also see people working together and sharing what they have, not because of, but in spite of those who rule over them. Well, I'm not sure what all of this means. The prince doesn't deserve to be imprisoned in stone, but neither do his subjects deserve to be imprisoned for struggling to survive. Are we most eager to sympathise with those who least require it? This got a little heavier than I meant it to. The world is a strange place, isn't it, Nova? We've come so far since the yoke of Yummy. Let's just sit together for a while. Thanks for sitting with me, Nova. I know that you have a difficult path to walk. I hope that there is room for friendship and warmth.
So that's just a really nice moment, that more games should have moments like that. That's a cool bit of game design right there. Let's talk to some parrots. Wee beds love to fly around and see lots of interesting things. Lord Dustra guards his isle carefully with magical rocks. Perhaps this tip will help you. Due to an inner ear injury, he is prone to dizziness. Across the sea to the east, the mountainous area of Crag's Lost towers above the ocean. It's a fabled place for those who are seeking something. The Isle of the Kinkillers? Why would you want to go there? The wizard Artery placed a magical seal upon that island. Only the wisest may enter, they who unravel the mystery of the artery blocks. Have you heard of Knotsnarl Woods? You'll know it when you see it. There are so many branching passages that it's easy to lose your way. But to make it through, all you need is one simple trick. Oh no, I forgot the trick. To the west of the castle is Big Slime's domain, a treacherous land where the Lord of Slimes is said to live. So we have 3 areas to visit, and then a bunch of other stuff to do, to get the very last card that we need before the end of the game. The sign says, a raft is a very convenient way to get around. However, it is said only one with the power of the vacuum can use its sucking ability to quickly sail. Oops. Whoops. I keep turning 180 rather than 90. So this is the first thing we need to do. Here we go. Pillar treacle says, oh dear, my gluttony has finally gotten the best of me. Oh, how sorry I am, Nova. I am sorry you must see me in this state. Will you hear my tale of woe? I've always had something of a sweet tooth, but this time I took it much too far. The hunger, Nova, the pure desire, chocolates, caramels, and jelly beans too. Candy corn and corn syrup candy. I scarfed it all down until I couldn't hold another bite. The next thing I remember was waking up here in this cauldron. Someone must be cooking me for dinner. I feel my body melting into soup, a fitting punishment for my own gluttony. But Nova, if you clean me of the dust, I may be able to squeeze free of the cauldron, and I promise never again to eat another sweet for all my days. Pico scale time. Oh my god. I got that completely wrong. Okay. Oh, come on. If it was the one that pulls a chance, there we go. A wet card. But we have rescued Pillar Treacle. Oh, thank you, Nova, thank you. I was so afraid when I was melting in the cauldron, but you saved me from that terrible fate. As promised, I will never succumb to gluttony again. No more shall I fill my belly with treats. I cannot risk being melted down into goop. What card did we get this time? Ah, how good and clean it feels to be a person who has never mourned. I eat only broccoli now, and other cultivars of the species Brassica oleracea. That's me trying to overcome my compulsive snacking habit.